Let's start off this video with some good vibes and a candle. Don't know whether you can see it, probably not, but it's a baby flame. But either way, this video is going to be a sketchbook tour. Now, I started the sketchbook June 19th, 2021. It's been a while since I've actually finished a sketchbook. That is mainly because I have been doing multiple sketchbooks at the same time. Now, these ones aren't finished, but this one is, so I thought I would do a sketchbook tour for this sketchbook. Really, how long this sketchbook tour is going to be, so sit back, relax, grab yourself a sketchbook if you like, or you can sit and watch me chatter on about my character universe, your choice. But first, the stickers. We have an old Scrawlerbox sticker. I'm still getting through some of my old Scrawlerbox stickers. This is a Kingdom Keys sticker of my own. This one is for Mariposa. And then we have a sticker that I have created. I think this was one of my test print stickers. So starting off with the first page, we have a gouache piece. This was when I was doing all my gouache pieces, and also I just really liked using my gouache in my sketchbook because that way I could actually do back-to-back pages. I could cover a lot of ground really quickly, and I was also testing out blending. Now, these two characters are my vampire prince, Crown Prince Mallory of Huxley, and this is Princess Melusine of Akrell. These are based off their Sims designs from my Sims series, and at the time that I did this, I think that the Debutante Ball episode was literally just about to come out, so I was sketching this before the Debutante Ball. I'm shocked at how well the blending in this came out, and this is just Hemi gouache. So the next page, we have some pen sketches. These were done in my notebook, but I just stuck them in my sketchbook because my sketchbook is apparently a scrapbook. Oh, and this was trying to plan for the Debutante Ball because I was planning out who would go with who in terms of couples for my Sims series. So this was trying to plan ahead. And we have another one of Mallory. I just found Mallory just really interesting to draw. I love him so much. We have Lady Eula Sands, and she is with Reef. She is actually May's character because I actually didn't have any pairings for the Akrell siblings. So in my Sim series, I actually asked whether people would make Sims to go with the Akrell children, and she made Lady Eula specifically for Reef, which is so cute. And of course there's a picture of Lulu B, Brandon and Lucille. In this sketchbook, I couldn't really go too long without drawing Lucille and Brandon because I love them too much. I love them. So next we have the double page spread for my Draw This in Your Style video, which was the childhood edition. So this was the double page spread for Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, I haven't been able to do a second episode to that series. If you guys would like me to do another installment of that series some point soon, I would love to. But yeah, this was my brainstorming page. I kind of feel like this is very sort of similar to the way I used to do Instagram designs my OCs, but obviously it was for a pre-existing character. But this was trying to decide how I would illustrate Thomas. So I went with like golden hair and blue hair, but I kind of figured the black hair would be the best option for that. Now, I was considering a grey skin tone, but I was like, I want him to be more my style than like a hybrid. I think a turning point came when I actually went for a design with Heelys. So if you're interested in seeing the result for this Draw This in Your Style video, I will leave a link to the video up in the iCard in the corner. But yes, originally I was actually planning to do a poster redraw of Thomas and the Magic Railroad poster, but in my style. Was it a big undertaking? Yes, it was a bit too much for the scope of what I wanted to do, so I dialed back my idea and was just like, no, just do Thomas. But of course I'm extra and had to draw Thomas as a train as well as a human. I'm constantly wondering, why do I have to make things harder for myself? But we have Thomas the Tank Engine. This actually reminds me of like an old piece of artwork that I had from one of my high school sketchbooks, and I actually did a picture of Thomas the Tank Engine. Whether it's in a sketchbook tour or whether it's in my old, like reacting to old artwork on my DeviantArt, I'm not entirely sure. So the next page, we have Loki, and this is when Loki in the Sims series fell pregnant with Thea, and this was actually the first time that she looked pregnant, because when she was pregnant with her baby Kai, like her first child, it was kind of like an invisible pregnancy, so she didn't know she was pregnant. With Kai, Loki didn't really know that she was pregnant at all. She would take pregnancy tests, but they would all come back negative, so she had no reason to believe that she was pregnant the first time. But this is when she's pregnant the second time, and as you can see, very different pregnancy type. She can actually see that her belly is growing. I thought it was really, really cute, and I used some of my favourite gel pens. This was actually before I got more of those specific gel pens for Christmas, so you can see that they're the Pentel Hybrid dual metallic pens. These pens just really add something special to the drawings. It just, it's so pretty. We have another gouache piece. We have Brandon, Lucille, Felix, and little Adrian. So this was before they had their third child. But they're so, so cute. I love them. Yes, it is a little bit janky in places, but it's still cute. And the blending is still, mwah, love it. Then we have Pearl, Loki. I think I was feeling really off and rusty at this point. I think as artists, we all have those sketches where we're like, we need some work. I'm not sure what I was planning to do here. Maybe a meet the artist, like in my sketchbook, but it didn't really turn out too well. And I don't know what I was thinking drawing in pen, and there's some questionable choices. Okay. Oh, then we have figuring out family trees and stuff. So originally when I was doing this, I was actually planning for this sketchbook tour to be done a lot earlier, but apparently my life didn't work like that. So we actually have this piece of washi tape, which is covering up the fact that Eliana and Spiro had 2 twins, and that Taifi and Hayako had a little boy. But yeah, we have Felix, Adrian, and this is Orion. But I've specifically covered up the name because could it be the name of Brandon and Lucille's future child? Whether they have a 4th child, who knows? And we have a character page. Now this was when I was kind of thinking, oh, I could do a YouTube banner with like some of my characters in it. I still like that idea, it's just that I feel like in this part of my sketchbook it wasn't very thought out very well. But I do like this collection of characters, like the little collections of characters we have here. So we have Isla, Nicholas, and Vanessa. So Isla and her parents. I was supposed to colour this, but that didn't happen. Then over here we have Brandon, Spiro, and Callan. And of course it has gold accents on it because I just couldn't help myself with my gold paint. Or is that gold gel pen? I can't tell. I can't remember. But yeah, I think this was using Ohuhu markers. Then we have Brandon and Lucille, because you know I can't go at least a month without drawing them. I love Brandon and Lucille. They are my comfort couple of OCs. I love them to bits. So then we have a picture of Jonathan and River, so Loki's parents. I remember actually posting a TikTok of Jonathan specifically. And that leads on to the subject of, yes, I do have a TikTok. I should post to it more, but I'm a working girl now. I have less time to do things. And I like to sleep. So then we have pregnant Lucille and Loki. They were pregnant around the same time. Loki with Thea and Lucille with Orion. So, oh, they are adorable. bad mental health day. Don't know whether you can read my very, very bad handwriting, but yeah, I wasn't feeling too great about myself. Before we address this, this is Anastasia, Jonathan's mum, so Loki's grandmother. Yeah, it says get a real job. At this time, I didn't have a job. I felt like a failure. I felt completely useless. So basically, this is the opposite of how I'm feeling right now. Oh god, these sketches are really rough. Like, especially this one, but like, I felt really rough while sketching these. I felt like I had to do some sketches because, you know, I'm an artist. I should be drawing. But sometimes artists do not want to draw anything. But sometimes artists don't want to art. They want to vegetate in their feelings and listen to various different types of musicals. And this is around the time I found Death Note, the musical, the concept album. I cannot tell you how much I love it. It is so good. If you've never heard of it, I highly recommend it. Okay, next page. We have some Christmas stickers. But also, around this time, my grandmother actually got a new puppy. So she didn't actually have two dogs at the same time. So this is Snoopy. I did a little drawing of him. He was so cute. He is adorable. I love him to bits. But my nan didn't have two dogs at the same time. Basically, my nan became aware that our Genghis Mark II, as he was referred to, was more of a Springer Spaniel than a Cocker Spaniel. And my nan could not keep up with that Springer Spaniel. So my nan actually found a very happy home for Genghis Mark II, who is now named Harry, which actually suits him a lot better. And my nan has a little cockapoo puppy named Snoopy, and he is so cute. We call him Mr. Fluffy Butt. So on this page, we have some warm-up sketches. I usually tend to draw pretty much this same thing to warm up, just like a little profile shot. Whether it be a girl or a boy, it usually ends up being a girl or like one of the characters that I'm currently thinking about. We have a picture of Yulia. Yulia. The idea of this was actually based off one of my Inktober pieces. I believe it was Inktober. If it's not Inktober, it's Catober. I've done so many challenges over the years that I completely forget what year I've actually done things. The years are passing by way too quickly for my mind to comprehend anything. Yeah, Queen Yulia of Mariposa. I really need to draw more of her. I love her to bits. I love her so much. This is Iris. So this is kind of when she finds out some terrible news. I'm not going to say exactly what that terrible news is because that spoils some future events in the timeline, but yeah, we have some Iris. Iris is cute. I'm doing a lot with Argus at the moment, and Argus is her love interest, or like former love interest in terms of the timeline's sake. So I thought I'd draw some of Iris. For those who don't know about Iris, her design was actually based off an old Draw This Again that I had on my channel previously. And I actually did a Draw This Again several years ago at this point. So a lot of the videos and my characters actually just like link together. They go hand in hand. These are actually some draft sketches for some of my prompts for Marriner. The day this video is going live, I actually have a set of 15 prompt words for March. Now, I've posted them a month early, so if you would like to do any planning for that art challenge, then you're more than welcome to. Also, it's not just an art challenge. You can actually use those prompts in any way that you would like. I'm doing it over on Instagram, but you can post it any way you like. Now, it's 15 words instead of 31 because in previous years, I have burnt myself out about week 2 out of 4 of my challenges, so I halved it, and also it's less intimidating for people who want to start art challenges but think it's a bit too much of a daily commitment. Here are the prompts on screen. They will also be posted to my Instagram if you don't catch them here. If you have any questions about the challenge, put them down in the comments section and also over on my Instagram. But these sketches are kind of a jumping off point for some of those prompts. I believe this one is mainly for sun and this one is for moon. I wanted to do a sun and moon illustration anyway, so I thought, why not make sun and moon separate prompts for my Marianne Arch list? It makes my life a lot easier, and also I'm curious what people would do with those two prompts, because it can be as direct or as vague as you like. Now my take on sun and moon was going to be my sun and moon kingdoms of Solaro and Leiluna. Now these two kingdoms merged into what would become Verona and Loka. But before they merged, there were sun and moon kingdoms. River, Loki's mother, came from Leiluna. But these are just initial ideas for sun and moon that I had. So the last few pages in my sketchbook were actually sketches that I've done for work. At the time that I did these, my tablet and my laptop were playing up at work. So I just did the sketches traditionally because these were just plans of what I was going to do. So the task involved creating backgrounds for our Trello boards. If you don't know what Trello is, it basically is like a place of to-do lists where you can make abundance of to-do lists. And this was just one of the really, really minor tasks. Nothing really to do with the brand or anything. It was literally just productivity backgrounds for the to-do lists of the many teams. So this is one of them. This is another. Productivity is achievement. Problem solving is success. But yeah, these were just rough drafts for what would be the final illustrations. So I did check with my boss whether it was okay to share these, and he said it was fine. Then we have this one. So teamwork is empowering. Do we have some ones on the back? Yes, we do. Very, very, very small. But also really, really cute. I really hope you enjoyed my sketchbook. Quite an interesting turn of events throughout the entire thing. During the whole 6 months of actually doing this sketchbook was just such a roller coaster ride, and it still is at this present moment in time. It's actually really interesting to see a sketchbook that took me around 6 months. I don't know whether you guys are like this, but I personally see sketchbooks like a cryptic diary of sorts. Not sure whether it's just me, but I can physically remember where and when I did this piece. So for me, it's kind of like a snapshot in time, mentally, of where I was. I mean, this page pretty much outright says everything you need to know about my mental health at that point in time, but a lot of other drawings, like especially just of the characters themselves, I can remember drawing them. I can remember how I felt drawing them, what was happening that day. Just, it's kind of like a mini diary. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out other sketchbook tours that I've done, I will leave a playlist in the end card, and I will see you in my next video or live stream, because I'm bringing those back. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!